Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith of Smith of the Black, and if we take a look at tonight, we've got some earnings coming out. You got potential RevStrat 122 and the SPY. We're running out of month, and so we'll be aware of the inside months here for the SPY, the diamonds, all that kind of stuff. And we've got earnings coming out. Diamonds are nowhere near not being an inside month, so we want to be aware of that. But we've got all these earnings coming out. Tesla is a nothing burger after the earnings come out so far, but Elon on deck, so we'll see what he has to say. But so far, doing nothing. It's doing nothing. Vol crush. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll come in the morning and we'll look at the earnings come out, and then there's always going to be the conference calls on what they say and how it comes out. So that's why we let them come out, and then we go to the morning and say, okay, what did they say? And does that continue? So something like Tesla, if you're going to get it on the earnings, you want to go here, 2 down, 2 up, and then just let it vol crush up here if it wants. But a lot of people try and get in on the last day before earnings just to try and gamble. No sense doing that. So we're just going to let them open. Looks like LVS is up a bit. ServiceNow is now back to unchanged. So we'll let them play out because we got a lot of inside months. We're getting through the month. So we'll just let them play out. Be like, once again, SPY. If anybody doesn't tell you that this is an inside month, they have no idea what they're talking about. They don't. 9 months in the middle of this. Closer to taking it out to the highs as we come into February, but we've got a few days coming into February, but we got a lot of earnings coming out. So, if we look at like Microsoft, and that's why I say the gap list was so short today. And if you just wait on the 30/60s, 2260 reversal right here. And even when it finally takes out the low, let's say that you got this 2260 reversal here, 2 down, 2 up. You can let them chop around in here, depending on the size account you have, or if you're trying to build a portfolio and say, look, even if I have 2 shares, right, and I get out of one of them up in here, my cost basis is so much lower than here. That's how you start to build. And I know it doesn't sound like much to a lot of people, but that's how you can build a portfolio, by creating winning positions and cutting some when we have some reason to believe that something's going to go down, like here. But at that point, it broke here, 235, right? So there's $5 up in here, right? If you cut half of it, now you're $10 lower, right? And that's how you build a portfolio. Create the winning position if something goes against you, and you don't really have to take this off. But you can, and say, okay, now I'm going to lower my cost to say, okay, this thing has to really puke to take me out and go loser, and then wait for it to set up. And as you come in the morning, then you got the 122 RevStrat, and you can always get back in. So that's one of the good things about the strat is, protect your gains, create winning positions, and you can always get back in when things start to move, right? Because we know what to do. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith the Black, with the nightly vid, and we'll see you bright and early in the morning. We're opening up our room half an hour earlier. Now we're up an hour earlier just to make sure to see if anything's going, especially when you have, all this earnings coming out and stuff like that. So come join us. Tomorrow we're going to have a special guest on the desk. We're going to have Dan Oshman, the CEO of TrendSpider, going to be on the desk here in the morning. So if you want to check in, check in. All right, it's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith the Black, with the nightly vid.